Hey everybody, Rob here. Well, YouTube took down the video I just made called The Almighty L. Apparently copyright with the tunes that were playing in the background. So I decided I'll do another one real quick, just to let you know what the Almighty L is. First time I left my body, I was sitting in the room with my two boys and my nephew, and we were all partying, having a good time. And my boy Willie came out of the cupboard, and he handed me a pipe. He said, "You know what, Dad?" He said, "You're the best dad in the whole world. I love you so much. I want to share this with you." And he handed me a pipe full of DMT. So we're already having a pretty good time. So I take the pipe and I hit it. I took it all as much as I could, and I'm sitting there and I'm holding my breath. And first thing I know, what sounded like the sky cracking open, a mighty thunder cracked open. And next thing I know, I see my crown chakra coming down out of my head and floating around in front of me. And then my heart chakra jumped out of my chest and it joined with it, and it was flying around in front of me. And I'm like, holy shit. And next thing I know, it disappeared into my stomach. And just then I reached down and I grabbed myself and I went out. Phew. And I shot out of my dick, out of my penis, through Wormhole Tunnel. When I came to the end of the Wormhole Tunnel, the first thing I saw was a big effervescent machine. Looked like a big toaster oven. Had golden arches coming out of the top of it. In the top flower, it had the L, E-L written in it. The Almighty L. And it had other flowers that come down and petals on it. And it had what I thought were solid lines, 7 chakras, 7 colors of our chakras running through it. I thought they were solid lines at first. But as I'm drifting toward this thing, I noticed out of the peripheral vision. Now notice, I don't have no body. I'm just, my conscious at this point is just floating through whatever space, you call it whatever you want, ether. I'm floating towards this machine. And I noticed coming out of my peripheral was more individual dots. And they were going down and they were getting in there, whatever color they were, they would get in that line. If you were blue dot, you would got into the blue line. So I'm drifting closer and closer to this thing. And then that's when I realized that they weren't solid lines that were going through this machine. They were made up of individual dots. Of individual souls that were getting back in line to go back into this machine called L. Now, before I could get all the way back into this machine, I heard my boys calling. I guess I was in another dimension, because the dimensions are on top of each other, and you can hear certain stuff through the dimensions. If you've seen the video I made of the holographic entity in the TV, the way I found out about that was through the dimensions that my team was beating on the dimension to get my attention, to let me know that they had captured this thing in the TV, in the vacuum tube in the TV. So we are in a vacuum between the waters. We are in a machine. The firmament is made up of electromagnetic plasma, and you're all connected to it. I don't care if you like it or not. That's what I've seen, that's what I experienced, and that's what he told me that this place is. But anyways, I'm just putting this out there because the shit's getting ready to hit the fan here. And I just want to know if there's anybody else that ever experienced this machine or has more knowledge about it, on if there's a way around it, or if this is our world. If we have a life We die, we go back through the wormhole and go back to the machine and get back in the machine and get beamed back in here with no knowledge of anything that's happened in the past. Because that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I got beamed back in here, and my whole life has been manipulated by certain individuals who done some pretty heinous things to me to keep me off center, off of my balance, to keep me in chaos, to keep me from ever sitting down and meditating and figuring out exactly what the hell was going on here. You know, I am 99% sure that my father was Baal in the Bible, and I'm 99 and 9/10% sure that his brother is Lucifer himself. The son of a bitch who just put a spell on me here not too long ago after I did 30 days in Butler County jail. His birthday's tomorrow. I'm getting ready to make a special video for him. But this is what I saw, and this is what I experienced, and this is what I know to be true. This was no hallucination. This was no chemical woo-wah, whatever. Every other time I've left my body, it's been the same exact experience, the same energy, the same string theory, electromagnetic plasma energy. Every time. Nothing's ever changed. And I've left my body quite a few times now. So, but just a heads up, shit's getting ready to hit the fan. Get your ammo, get your stuff stored. Get ready. These things are massively nasty. But if anybody out there has any ideas of, can we get around this machine? Do we have to go back in this machine? Is this machine all we know? Is there life outside of this realm? Is the universe is full of stars, apparently. There's got to be other life out there. I know there's extraterrestrials here. I've been having extraterrestrial contact since I was a child. I don't care what anybody says, they're here. But I just had the worst 2 months that you could ever imagine. You know, one day I'm golfing, having a good time, and the next day I'm sitting in Butler County Jail on a parole violation for something I didn't even do. It was set up by the family member I'm going to make a video about tomorrow. Y'all better know we're all guinea pigs here. The bad guys got control of this place, and they're really rubbing it in our face. They want total control. They're trying to hook you up to a grid, control everything you do. Every dime you get, every dime you spend, where it comes from, everything's going to be connected and tracked. There'll be no such thing as a free, individual, sovereign being anymore. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'll tell you more about the trip I had into the firmament in the next video. But until then, know that you are energy in a meat suit in a realm that is being run by the bad guys. They're taking all our gold, our silver, all the good stuff, everything. They're taking it all, and they're giving us this paper fiat currency to kill each other over, while they're robbing us of our gold, our silver, our platinum, all the good stuff that's here. They're taking. It's going off planet, and we're basically slaves to the system, guinea pigs. Anyways, much love, man. Peace. I wish you all the best. I'm out.